How can I explain myself to you? What keep lurking through my mind? Is it the love of all the time? I've given my heart, my joy, my soul to you.
Hi everybody, so welcome back for another video. My name is Marcia, but for those who know me, it's Marsha. So I'm always cooking food, and I thought, along with cooking food, let's talk about first dates, because with first dates, I associate with first dates with going to restaurants. Not everybody associates dates with going to restaurants. I guess it's everybody kind of choice, everybody's individual. But for today's one, I thought we will do a special, and I have my bestie.
Hi, I'm Louise.
I normally
Most of you already know me already.
this is like my my second arm, my leg, if I had 3 legs. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna welcome my friend into the video, just because I think we kind of can mix it up. I feel like you guys have been following me for a couple of weeks now. What is it like? I think it's like 7 weeks. It might be longer. I'm trying to mix it up for you guys, so I'm gonna still cook. Some of the videos I will be doing in restaurants, because I love eating, in case you didn't know. Maybe I should be eating a little bit less, but anyway, we won't talk about that right now. It's all about just talking about first dates. And yeah, please, again, remember to like, subscribe, comment. Yeah, comment. Thank you again for your private messages. I hope you are, guys. I hope you are all keeping up with what I'm going to be putting out. I am going to be sharing some recipes in a couple of weeks, and some of them I really want you to kind of get your ingredients ready so that you can kind of cook at the same time while like watching my videos. I have quite a few videos that I follow, so if you go onto my Instagram, which is in my description, you'll see my Instagram. But yeah, kind of check out the ones that I follow, because there's a few interesting meals. I do like to cook Asian foods. Yes, my favourite, although Lou, she does know I can't actually have soya, so I can't have soy, and some of my dishes I do have soy in it, but I basically have antihistamine. I'm not telling you guys I'm not telling you guys to do it, because really I shouldn't have it, and it really irritates me. So I'm not allergic, I'm just intolerant to it. It irritates the heck out of me, but I just love it. It's on everything, and obviously Asian food, you know that it's like cooked with everything. So I was going to say that this wasn't when you want to go on to the next thing. Without further ado, that's it. So I've got my little rum punch, like nearly tipped it. So this is my rum punch from last week. Still got a little bit left, unfortunately not enough for Lou. She's got her own alcohol. But yeah, what one are you drinking actually?
Rosé.
Is it rosé?
Yeah.
So nice rosé to go with our topic. Okay, so I've got cue cards. Maybe that might help me stay on point. However, I'm going to have mistakes because I'm just me. So I will try. So we're gonna start talking about first dates. I want a sip of my drink. I'm so sorry. It's so nice. Alright, so I've got to remember I'm putting my drink down, because what's going to happen, I'm going to end up tipping it on the floor. Okay, so thank you for those who have sent me messages about, I asked, what was the question I asked?
What's your ideal first date, or what's your idea of a good first date?
Yeah, so that's what I put on my Instagram. I put it on my Instagram yesterday, because I thought maybe we can get a few ideas, and I just want to thank you. Some of you have really given me some good first dates, and yeah, so let's start. So my question, which was what I asked on my Instagram, is what do you consider to be a good first date? Sorry, I had to break for a second because I have a little one, and he doesn't really like to go to sleep when he's supposed to. This is kind of why my video was a little bit later than what I said. I did say Friday, and it is technically Friday. It is at 9 o'clock, however, I'm going to give it to you tomorrow night. Back to what I was saying. Alright, so you were saying that you've had quite a few...
I've had a bit of experience, yeah, on first dates. More so recently.
Okay. I obviously don't have first dates because, yeah, I'm in a relationship, so I'll have dates, but it's not first dates.
Yeah. What do I so I consider, we spoke about this earlier, and we do differ in what we think that is considered. So I would rather, if I first meet someone and we go on a first date, then I would rather we go to a bar or a pub where we can kind of have a few drinks and talk, rather than going out to a restaurant. To me, going out and eating with someone,
I did say it's going to be after dark, didn't I? Because it's probably why I did say it's after dark.
Cut.
These are not going to be cut. I'm just letting you know from now.
Eating with someone, to me, is... I suppose it's a little bit of a fear for me. You know me, I've got a thing about people eating.
Oh yeah. Lou, it's like a phobia.
Yeah, it's
you lot
a
are probably
phobia.
going to Google it. What is it
I can't
called?
remember what it's even called. We should have probably had a look at it before we done this. But I have a phobia of people eating. So if I went out on a first date with someone and I really liked them, and then they were eating like a hyena, then you'd probably never see me again.
See, yeah, chomping really loud. I sometimes I forget myself.
Eating with your mouth open,
Yeah.
spitting all over the place, being really noisy when you eat, that's an absolute nightmare for me.
But also, you could go to a pub or a bar and they could be like properly backing the drinks or slurping their drinks down. Like, what is that?
It's not the same as food though. Like when they're eating food and I can see food in your mouth.
See,
to
well,
me,
I
that is, yeah.
I don't mind. So I think one of the questions. So I had a few answers that some of you did say. So I had an active date, and I actually quite like that idea. Like an active date. I don't think I've ever been on an active date. If I think before being in a relationship, I had some really weird dates, but never active. And I don't know, what would you consider to be active?
I was going to say, we all have different definitions of active. So, and the thing is, there's so much choice out there these days about like different date nights and quite unusual date nights and stuff. Active, to me, I mean, even bowling and things like that could be active, really, couldn't they? Rather than sitting down and eating and stuff.
So,
you know what I mean?
So okay, imagine this. So you've gone on, right? So you're talking to a guy. He's like, babes, I want to take you out, and it's your first date. And he's like, oh yeah, let's go swimming.
It's actually really funny you say that. Because I had a joke with a guy that I was talking to recently, and like, talking about, where do you want to go on a date, blah blah blah. Oh, I let you organise it. And I was like, oh, okay, swimming then, as obviously a joke, because I would never do that. Swimming is so extreme, like, because I know that there's a lot of adults that actually can't even swim anyways.
I don't know why this person's exposing my secrets, yeah? Alright, so those of you who do know me, I can swim underwater, that's a thing, okay? I can swim underwater, maybe about 10 meters, not enough to save my life, however, enough for someone to see that I'm struggling, okay?
But it's not much of a date if you spend most of it underwater though, is it?
Can you imagine? Can you... Talking about interest.
I know Marsha would be wearing a swimming cap as well. That's the thing.
Yeah, no. I just don't like the bit after. I just don't like swimming, to be fair. I don't like the after. Like, I don't feel like when I go swimming, have a shower, I don't feel like my skin is the same. And when I'm creaming myself, it doesn't soak in.
I just think pools over here are dirty anyway. But yeah, we digress.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, so okay, active. So you said bowling. I wouldn't want to go bowling. I wouldn't want to go bowling. I've got long nails and I've broken I've broken two already. I need to go nail shop, but yeah, I thought let's get this video out rather than talk about my nails. So not bowling. A lot of people are going golf.
Yeah, I haven't done it on a. I've done it on a. I've gone out with a partner before and done golf. That was quite cool, but not everyone like a first date. I've never done it on that.
Yeah, I don't know, because I know I'm going to be missing it. It's just I like. So there's a place. I don't know if you've been, Toka Social in Greenwich. So we're going to throw out some names. These are things that you might want to go with your partner, or you might want to go on a first date. But Toka Social is really a good one. I went with my eldest son for his birthday, and honestly, I'm competitive, so these 13-year-olds, they didn't have nothing on me. I'm telling you that I was good.
Oh, well, that had the whole football thing there as well, didn't it?
I was intermediate. I reckon I could have done hard. But yeah, so yeah, long and short of it, I think that one's a good place. It's just basically a big kind of interactive screen, like a, what is it called? It's like a blue screen. Green screen. So this is why I have her as a friend. She's gonna be my dictionary, yeah. My thesaurus, sorry, see? Yeah. Can't even the thesaurus. Is it a thesaurus or a dictionary? It's a dictionary. Both. It's a little bit both, okay?
I already do it anyway, over text. And
I know, it's really annoying. And it's a lot of the time it's a typo. You know that iPhones are like to predict what you're gonna say. That's actually a funny thing, but we'll leave that for another time. So anyway, so it's basically footballs are firing at you and you have to kick them, and if you kick them into different spots that the screen shows you, then you get more points, and then obviously you win. So I really like that one. I guess that might not be your first date, that might be maybe second or third date. Maybe third date, because you might like them a bit more comfortable, a bit more relaxed.
That's the thing, I think the first date you're basically trying to put your best foot forward, aren't you? You're trying to make your best impression.
So basically you've left the crazy person at home. You're bringing the best. That's the one that no one sees, because it doesn't exist.
You're not seeing it after that first date.
No, you're seeing it for that first month, yeah, if it gets to the first month. At a push, you're gonna push it to 6 months, and then
that's a push and a half.
Yeah, 3 months, yeah. What, 12 weeks, yeah?
Yeah.
And then after that, yeah. Okay, so we've got what, the golf, you said, I said the Toka Social,
bowling,
breaking
literally
nails.
just going for a drink.
What about go-karting, or if they said let's go paintball?
That's very extreme, I feel, because it hurts.
Yeah, but what if they said, okay, we'll go as like, do it social, maybe they didn't want to do the first date as just me and you, excuse me, they said let's do it as like friends and friends?
Nah.
Do you want your first date to just be you and him?
Yeah, because I'm definitely not gonna introduce you to my friends on a first date, and I don't want to meet your friends on a first date either. Do you know what I mean? I think ultimately what it comes down to is finding something like a mutual kind of not hobby but interest that you both know that you can enjoy. And I always think it's good to do something different. Don't get me wrong, like, yeah, going for a drink or whatever is fine, but if you want to do something out of that kind of ordinary and find something different, then yeah.
And I guess it's about making memories. Like, I'm thinking about rock climbing, like not obviously real rock climbing, but the actual indoors. I think that's nice, because I think it's a bit of a vulnerability, but it depends. I guess that maybe not be for the first date, because it's a bit more about trusting and someone encouraging you, go on, you can climb, and
Yeah,
And-
I'm not good with heights anymore, so
Okay.
that probably wouldn't be good for me.
I don't mind that. I wouldn't.
I'll be at the top
The
screaming.
wall of trust comes up. You just move out the way.
I would be crying at the top.
Okay, so another funny one is for a date to last 30 minutes. And I don't know if it's for it to. I find it quite funny. Was it to?
It followed so well. So it was, what is your idea of a good first date? And then someone put, for it to last at least 30 minutes. So
maybe the you know if you know in it. Like have
you ever cut a date short?
No, I think it's I don't know. I know it's really a crap
I have.
date, and I've literally just hung it out, and I guess they wanted to have a second date, but I'll probably even go on a second date, because I always feel like first dates you're a bit nervous.
Yeah.
You're not putting your best foot forward because you're like so caught up in nerves. So I kind of, for me, yeah.
I told you about the one that I cut short recently.
Where you climbed out the window.
Basically, I went on a first date quite recently, maybe a couple of months ago, and the person that turned up was basically paralytic. And
Drunk. Paralytic.
and so luckily I went to a place that was near my house, and we went in and I ordered one drink, and then I got the hell out of there after that, because
Yeah, it's not the one.
we couldn't hold a conversation basically. So, and he did ask for another chance or another day, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It's not a really good look if you're showing up like steaming, like drunk.
No.
Maybe when you're... No, it's not even... I think a date is like where you might get to that point where you're a bit tipsy, but not where you get to that point where you're literally...
The thing is, I did feel sorry for him. He did say, like, the next day he apologised and said he was really nervous. And I can understand it, but it was just a bit too much to an extreme. But and even the conversation that we had while we was out was just like...
There wasn't
It was a bit
substance.
much.
There wasn't much
No.
substance. Okay. So, I thought, what if they said, let's go for a cheeky Nando's?
On the first date?
Yeah.
I like Nando's. I wouldn't mind.
I wouldn't say I'm bougie. I would say that
You're more bougie than me.
I am very much the lemonade money but champagne lifestyle, and I like the sparkling water. No, I do like first dates. I do like to go out. When I think about when I met my partner, I went up to where he lived, and it was
there too.
oh my god, that was the first date. That was the second date. No, actually,
No, it was the first time.
no, it was the first date. You came with me,
Oh.
but when I was talking about that, I was actually thinking about my second
Oh,
date.
okay.
But the first date, yeah. So me and Lou are literally like, if I'm going to do something crazy, more often than enough, this one is literally there. Like literally, it'll be like, let's go Bristol, and she's there. Obviously, I can't live that lifestyle now. However, she is very much that person where I'll be like, I want to do this, and you'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. That's basically...
Just come along for the ride.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. And it was really nice. I always say, and he's probably gonna kill me for this, I think he might have had nerves. And I think most people do. I think
it's a good sign.
you
When
have
someone-
nerves,
yeah.
yeah, because you like them.
Yeah.
But the second date was just even better. We went to this nice little bar, and it had these really nice cocktails where they did passion fruit, filled them with Ray and Nephew. It's basically, what I'm talking about, it was a porn star martini. And the porn star martini was half a passion fruit filled with Ray and Nephew rum, which I love.
Good.
Well, not to drink like
Kick back.
like it's water. I like it in a rum punch. But yeah, and the prosecco on the side, and they lit the actual passion fruit. It was really nice. That was like a really nice date. And then afterwards, so that was a bar. But it was like a cute little bar where we went. So it was very intimate. We could still talk, still listen to a bit of music.
Yeah.
And then we went to a club. It was like what you would get in Bromley, like one of those little Bromley kind of, or Beckenham kind of bar places. So it's got music, but it's not like quite, it's not packed, if that makes sense. It was nice. So it was a good second date. You see, many years on, I'm still here.
I'm still here.
So, all right. So I like that. So the next question. So, we kind of spoke about it. So, where have you gone in the past or most recent?
Most recent. So my most recent date was last week, actually. And I went to a bar that you can play video game, like vintage video games. That was really good. I'd actually booked this place a couple of weeks ago for like my second date with this guy, and me being, if you ever know me, sometimes I can be really scatty. I basically, ditzy. I ended up in the wrong place, so we didn't get to go. So I rebooked it for last week. We got there quite late, so we weren't there for as much time as I would have liked to. But it was really cool. So you play, as I said, like vintage video games, so like Mario Kart and all that sort of stuff.
Is it just Mario, or do you play Mario?
Played Mario and Mario Kart, but there was all other games to play there as well. And it kind of takes you back to your...
What's this place, just in case you guys want to know?
It's called Platform, and it's in Shoreditch.
Or is it Soho? Was it?
No, it's Shoreditch.
Okay, because this girl...
I went to Soho
she
for
thought
the
it
first
was,
time.
Yeah, she thought it was Soho. But, actually, it's not.
But it's Shoreditch.
Oh, there's another one.
There's quite a lot. If you Google like video game bars or whatever, there's like a whole host of places that does it. But this one was quite cool.
One of the other ones that I remember was Bounce. We went Bounce.
Yeah.
That one is in Farringdon.
Table tennis.
Yeah, that one's a good one. So when you think about active, so long. When you think about active,
that was good.
That was
good. Yeah.
I guess. Again, I'm competitive. Can't really do it, but I think I was doing quite well. And it's a nice little vibe. In Farringdon, Bounce, and I hope it's still there. Actually, we should actually go.
It is there because it came up when I was looking for places to go. So
I like that. That's a nice little active kind of thing. But again, really don't know if you want to kind of do it for first date. Okay, so what have I gone to in the past? A lot of my ones that I've gone to restaurants. If any, a lot of restaurants, suave restaurants. That word.
Soiree.
Yeah.
It's alright, put your spin on it, it's fine.
Yeah, that always was. So a lot of them, I like those kind of restaurants. I still do until the bill comes and I'm like, oh yeah. Who should pay on a first date? Or are you women's rights? Are you women's rights? Is it women's rights? What do they call
being
it?
Like a feminist.
Or is it Dutch?
Going Dutch. A lot of girls are probably gonna rip me down for saying this, but I believe you should offer to go halves or plate. Like I will always I'm never of the belief of that the man should pay for everything.
I think in a pub bar setting, I think that takes off the
pressure.
Because you're like, I buy a drink, you buy a drink, I buy a drink, you buy a drink, kind of thing. I guess that's nice.
Yeah.
Because that's how I think it should be. In a restaurant, if I'm thinking about a restaurant and the restaurants that I've gone to, I have my money, but yeah, I'm not expecting to pay. If I'm honest, like it's a privilege. It's a privilege, darling.
What to go out of you?
Of course.
Okay.
Until you find out that I'm crazy. But no, on a serious note, yeah, you need to be paying. Definitely the first date. Second date, we go halves, but I guess the second date might not be a restaurant, it might be something else. What's your thoughts? So, okay, we're talking about first dates. If the guy was like, oh, I don't get paid until 2 weeks, or we want to see you, what about if I cook for you, come to my house? First date.
First date?
Yeah.
I think it's whatever you feel comfortable with. If
you've not, say you did online dating, so you've never met him before.
Okay.
You've been talking for, let's say, what's a time, let's say you've been talking for 3 weeks. And now you really want to meet. And he said...
But I even think that talking for 3 weeks is a long time to be speaking to somebody without meeting them.
In this day and age where you can have...
FaceTime. I get that people are busy and working and all that sort of stuff, but I believe if you talk to someone, I think, and you're talking very regularly, I think you can kind of work out whether you like this person within a few days. Do you know what I mean? And then I don't like this thing of just continuously talking and then you don't ever end up meeting them.
Yeah.
Or, do you know what I mean? It just drags out to that point. Like,
that reminds me of years in... So basically, I think it was before Instagram was a thing. And I think I had
back in the day.
BlackBerry, BBM, yeah?
BBM, yeah.
So it was messaging like that way, and you would literally just message, and that's so long. And then you just wouldn't even meet. There's been so many people that I've got ghosted, like...
We've all been there.
Yeah. But you know what? Who's laughing now? Lost.
Ghosting is a whole other topic. We'll have to get on that another time because
that's not on. Just be honest with someone. You don't want to meet them again. Can you imagine? I don't want to
be here boosting up people's egos.
Yeah. So, alright, so go back to the question. So
go to their house.
Yeah.
Again, it's whatever you feel comfortable. If I'm speaking to someone and they're giving me a good vibe, then I don't see anything wrong with it.
It's true. But
just be careful. I always send you my location and stuff when I'm going on the first date. So
what I say to her, it doesn't even matter if you send me a location. You could be dead and I won't even know to find you. I'll find you, but you'll be dead. It'll be too late. However, I always do the check where I ask her what my surname is, how old I am, questions that only you would know. So I think if you're going to do something like that, you have to be safe. You've got to kind of get good vibes. Although, to be honest, in this day and age, you could get good vibes and someone will be absolute crazy. Yeah. So, yeah, I think you kind of know. Trust your intuition and trust your gut.
Yeah.
Think about, how long you've been speaking to them. Also, age is a definite. I know that when we was in school, there were some girls that were like in school, not naming any names, but anyway, they were like seeing guys, like a big grown men, like that's obviously we know that's wrong. But at the time, I still knew that was wrong. But when you really actually think that was, I don't even know how you even got away with that. It's absolutely crazy. All right, so what I'm thinking of like worst date. So in my idea of a worst date is someone said, let's go McDonald's. Now I don't really have money. If you was telling me that from the start, I don't think anyone should say that, like I don't really have money. That really makes me feel sick. And I also don't like, I also don't like when people showing off a lot of money. So that's we talk about this a lot. Someone who's really flaunty with money. I guess you can show off your stuff, but in a way that it's not really flashy. I don't know. Does that make sense?
No, it does. The thing is, though, in this day and age,
you're gonna show what you're gonna show.
I think that it's part and parcel of just being in this kind of era of social media and stuff. People just want to show what they want and show.
But also, is it showing off at the same time? Like, I guess if you get to that stage in your life and you're just happy, like you're happy, like this is, like I can't, like I couldn't help if I'm wearing nice things or whatever. that's not really my fault. That's a you. It's a you problem.
But, I mean, we all know social media, we show off our best bits, don't we?
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? We all do it.
Mm.
But when we're talking about flashy, we're talking about people showing bundles of money and all that sort of stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That don't make sense.
Yeah.
Because you probably just, if I drew out all my money when I got paid, that's also what my money would look like. So that's a fault for you guys. He likes to show off that stuff. But you're probably going to hate me for it. Hate me. You don't pay my bills.
Because obviously before you saying about what do you think is
My
a bad
worst,
date?
it was a, so I think McDonald's. What else do you think's a worst date? Well, swimming. But someone
What was your worst day experience though? Your own personal worst day experience? I've got a couple.
The no-shows, I guess.
That was literally, but you know what? Can it be considered a bad day if they don't even show up?
It's a bad date. The reason why I say this,
I've been stood up. I've been stood up once before.
I've been stood up quite a few times.
What, actually gone to the place and they haven't showed up?
Oh no,
No, that's what I'm saying. I've gone to a place and they haven't showed up.
No, I've got dressed. I've done my makeup.
Oh yeah, I've done that a couple
That's
of times.
upset me.
Yeah.
Because makeup is not cheap, and when you're gonna do everything, I think back then probably I didn't do as much makeup as I did, but still that's makeup, that's an outfit, I put it on, you know, getting ready to go out, and they'll have like some who are respectful will say, oh, this has happened, and they won't be able to meet, but then the date doesn't ever happen. Did I not tell you to turn your phone off?
It's on silent.
No, you get feedback.
Oh, do it?
Yeah, get put in flight mode.
So,
See, she done dropped her phone, see? So, alright, so that for me is disheartening, because it's like, what can you do when you...
I could have stayed in my bed.
Yeah, that, or I could have made other plans.
Yeah, exactly. That's the worst. Like, I've been let down like at the very last minute. I've been where I've got ready and then I haven't heard from them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've gone somewhere and they haven't turned up.
Has that ever happened to you guys? Put it in your comments if it has. And yeah, actually put in the comments if it's been your worst date. What has been your worst date? Have you had a similar experience to Lou or me? And yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying. I think at least I think say you can't make it. I think a lot of people, what I think in the past when I reflect, you guys had a girl. You had a girl.
100%. There was something else going on. So obvious.
You had a girl. There's no way you're gonna cancel it.
That isn't even my worst date.
What's your worst date?
When I went out and his girlfriend jumped out of the bushes. Do you remember?
Oh my gosh, tell me. Can we talk about this?
I'll give you the outline. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I went on a date with someone and it was basically the end of the night. I was going back to my car. We were talking or whatever. And she said he was his girl. She said she was his. Yeah, sorry. She said she was his
seashell on the
girlfriend.
seashell. Go. Put your teeth back in.
And then basically she started beating the shit out of him, and then tried to turn on me, and I was like, yeah, I need to get the hell out of here.
Some Sunset Beach, you know.
Listen, my life should be a soap. Let's just put it that way.
It should be.
That was my worst date.
It should be. And some of you are probably thinking, what's Sunset Beach? If you don't know what's Sunset Beach, you obviously are not born in
Marsh used to love Sunset Beach when we was at school.
Listen,
that's so funny.
Sunset Beach, they had the best storylines. Like, we always knew it was going to be over dramatized, but honestly, it's the best. Or Savannah. Do you remember Savannah? Savannah.
I used to watch all that rubbish.
It was basically Channel 5, and they used to have the best programs. That's when I found my love for Charmed. Restaurants that I love to go to, so I thought I'll share with you like I do with my food and my cooking, share with you basically restaurants that I like to go to or have been. Now, I think one of my top ones, but only because of it's easy accessible to where I live. So it's Zavi's, so Z-A-V-I in New Eltham. I would say it's like, yes, I'm going to say it. It's like the best Turkish restaurant that I've been to. I've been to many, but the service, the drinks, it's reasonable price, everything about it, and it's the ambience, everything is elegant, it's local. Yeah, I really love it. Like, went there for my birthday. I've basically, if I was to get married, I might even think about having a wedding reception there. That's how deep it is, you know.
Your wedding reception in a Turkish restaurant?
It'll be an intimate one, because come winter, I won't be able to afford anything. So you guys can come, but you have to pay for your dinner. Imagine that. Who had what drink and trying to split it? Oh my gosh, sorry.
What, for your wedding?
But that's one of my pet. This is such a jump off the subject, but that's one of my pet peeves. When I go out as a group, and maybe I don't know that person. Yeah, I don't know that person so well, or other people, their friends are gone, and it's always the case. One or few of their friends, they leave early, and I'm there like a fool, sitting there to the end. When I'll kind of, that's the issue that I have. I can't just go. What, they've left early? Have they paid? Some of their friends have left early.
Have they paid?
Not enough.
Oh, so they're just leaving little money?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But we don't know that until the end of the bill, and I'm just thinking, I weren't drinking all those drinks.
No. This is why I don't like people on a general scale, because apart from Marsha here, but apart from my one friend, that I just, if I have 5 drinks and you're drinking tap water all night, how can I expect you to split the bill with me?
But this happens often. This does happen often, and I think some of you can probably, yeah, definitely write in the comments. That's an awkward thing for me. I'm very awkward when it comes to stuff like that, so I will just pay, because I don't want to get into disagreement. But that's, yeah, I don't like that. So that's when I'm going back to this restaurant. So I like Zavi's. I went to Ivy Asia. Yeah, it's beautiful decor. Everything about it is absolutely amazing. I went for an afternoon tea. However, I don't think the desserts were that nice. There was a lot of chocolate. I'm not a chocolate girl. I'm more of a sweets, and it was very it was like sticky all in my mouth. Like, it was very sticky. The dessert, it wasn't that nice. But what I didn't know, I could have swapped the dessert with more savoury things, and that upset me.
I've never been to Ivy Asia, but I've been to the Ivy in Chelsea, and that is
nice.
A beautiful restaurant. Yeah. The food is amazing.
So you do go posh places?
I went one time, for a Christmas do with my work.
Bluebird in Chelsea.
Oh yeah.
Again, I've had a few birthdays there, and my brother actually got married there, so I love that place. I love Bluebird. I haven't been there recently, but yeah, in Chelsea, Bluebird, that is a kind of nice place to go. Again, it's cute. What I like about them, every year they change their theme, their restaurant. So Christmas, they had this big, massive, so my birthday's in December, so when I go in there, when I had gone a few years in a row, they always change the decor, but they had this big, massive Christmas tree, and yeah, it was beautiful. I love
it was lovely when we went there.
I do love that. And I think I really like the restaurant, because when my brother got married, when we was all seated to have our food, literally the waiters come out like an army of all their food, and they go around the table and they literally place the food at the same time. That's what I love. Like, I've never had, like, they literally,
it's like very disciplined.
Yeah. I loved it. You might not like it, but try it, you never know. So yeah, so Ivy Asia, beautiful for pictures. Not so much afternoon tea, but the savoury parts were just absolutely amazing. I went to 6 Hamilton Place. Oh, this place is so beautiful. Like, I'm such a toilet freak, and I I hate dirty toilets. So
I think a toilet says a lot about an
a
establishment.
restaurant, yeah, of course. So if your toilet's a bit cacked, then I don't know what your food hygiene rating is. That's a big thing for me. So there's been a few places that I've gone to. Oh, there was another place that I went with one of our family friends, and it was for her birthday, and that place was nice. Like, you literally press a button and they bring champagne. You probably know the place if I said that, but it's absolutely amazing. Somewhere up London, again, a lot of money, but the food was really nice. I had a duck, not duck, it was pork, roast pork, crackle on top with, it was like an apple and pear kind of puree. It was so nice. I wanted so much so that I actually recreated my own, but I did like a big fat beef, not beef, pork joint. Beef. Both. So yeah, getting back to the Hamilton place. Lovely restaurant, lovely drinks, good food, but I don't think the food is worth that money. Like, they do have a set menu, which is good, and if I knew that I would have spent like over £70, I should have gone with a set menu, because set menu you get starter, you get main, you get dessert, and you get drink with it, or 2 drinks. Can't remember what they were doing at the time, but yeah, that was a lovely place. What about you? What places can you suggest for?
The best place that I've been to is the Shard. So I went to I went to the Chinese place. I can't even remember what it's called, but I think it's the only Chinese place in the Shard. I went there for my 30th birthday, and the food was amazing, and obviously the views and stuff were lovely. That will always be a place that I would really. I think it was. We had like whole duck and stuff, so we did
£1,000 then, yeah?
No, it wasn't that much. I think it was just under £200 for 2 of us, I think. But that was about, how long ago? That was about 7 years ago, so I'm assuming it's going to be a lot more expensive.
Especially
now,
as they're racking up all the prices on like everything.
Yeah.
That reminds me, STK used to be a really good place years ago, but I don't think it is now. I don't think it's as tasty as it was, but I don't know. I've never
been there, so
that's on the Strand. So yeah, I don't have any more questions, but I just want to thank you for tuning in again. Please remember to like and subscribe. Turn on that bell so you can get updates, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. My next few videos will again be back to cooking, so
you won't have to listen to us waffling.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Unless you want to. And if you do, remember to say it in the comments. But yeah,
we've got a lot to.
There is a lot
of topics.
A lot. So. But yeah, I wanna. My oven's still broken, and you're probably thinking, girl, you need to go and get that oven fixed, or buy a new one. But the only reason why I haven't bought one is because I really don't know which one to go for. And so if you do have any suggestions, please again put it in the comments. I can only have electricity. I don't have gas, so it has to be an electrical one. I have seen so many. I'm just looking for that right one. I guess I'm going to be a bit more wanting something really nice because I'm cooking and I want to do nice dishes. There's loads of oven dishes that I want to do. My next dish that I really want to cook for you is a nice juicy burger. So stay tuned for when I do that. Again, let me know what you would like to see more of, or maybe less of. Less of me too.
Less of me, yeah.
So yeah, so please remember to like and subscribe, turn on that bell, and again, thank you for listening to us waffling on, and I hope you have a lovely weekend and a lovely rest of your week, and we'll see you in a week. Bye.
This feeling, there's no drug that can compare. You're so cold, I can see your breath.